Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here, welcome back to the railway and welcome back to Sam's Trains Live on Friday nights at 5 PM, and I guess this is the penultimate episode, right? Because next week is going to be the last one. Phew, this series is going pretty quickly, but this is going to be a pretty action-packed episode. We've got a never seen before Sam's Trains sketch, which is pretty crazy. There's a reason why it's never been seen before, so yeah, interesting. It's going to be interesting to show that. I've booked El Cheapo for the evening, so he's going to be along in a bit. He's not arrived yet. He's El Cheapo Mobile. Normally turns up before now, but hopefully he'll be here on time. Lots of requests, of course, so keep those coming in. Thank you so much for all of the ones I've got already. Can't wait to get started on those. Speak of the devil, there's another one. Mayo Hosco. Oh, you want to see the Hornby Large Prairie and the Tango pulling egg vans, Turbot, Warwell, Texaco. Oops, it's disappeared before I finish reading it. And Black Shell and BP Tankers, HST if you must, because couplings mismatch. Okay, HST, I see what you mean. Thank you very much, Mayo. That is a crazy lemon of a request. That is very interesting. I think you sent another one as well, didn't you? Oh no, that was E350TB. Hope things are well. Saw you're also following the Ashens and Nerd Cubed Advent. That is true. I love those. I've always watched them. Could I have the Thompson A1 on a fast goods train? You sure can. A1. Yes, I have an A1. It's not the A2/2 you mean. I think I've got a Thompson A1. Yes, I think I do. Yeah, it should be fine. It's the Bachmann one, isn't it? Awesome. So, happy Friday, everybody. Happy weekend. How is everybody doing? If you want a shout out, jump in there and I will give it to you. Oh, we've got some interesting stuff to come up today. Kelly Ashford Trains, thank you so much. Oh, she's sent in a request. Could you run Broome Manor and a Great Western Santa special train? Why not? Thank you very, very much, Kelly. Tell you what, that will probably end up on the Christmas special. Yes, we'll see about that. Have you thought about looking into N-scale trains, says Sean Carroll. I have. I don't have any plans for the immediate future, but it's definitely something. It will be the next gauge I look into. I mean, I've done 00 and O gauge, so there's not much else, but yes, I will certainly be doing it. Hello, Dylan Ben Dalato. How are you? Hope you're okay. Mega Train Lover, thank you so much to you. Hope you're well as well. He says, please could you run a Bachmann 9F with a long goods train and a brake van? Okay, that is a nice request. Thank you. And NWR, Jasper and Willow Wolf, could you do Terrier? Not a Terror doubleheader, that would be scary. Cheers, Willow. Yes, you can. Requests are a £5, so if you send the rest, I will totally do it for you. And Air Knight, can we see the Little Ruston pulling 3 teak coaches? Do you know what? Yes, I think the Ruston should just about be able to manage that, at least on Gordon's Hill. The Bomb.com, hello to you. Lewis Cartwright, I hope you're doing well. It would be an honour to see it, says Mr. Saturn Gaming and Stories. Nice. I'll pretend I know what that was about. I don't know. The Modelling Bloke is okay. Hi, Mr. Warwell. That's my nickname, apparently, Mr. Warwell. Arrow Plays, I'm doing pretty good, thank you. I love doing these streams, so always pretty good, actually. Let's see. Thomas the Tank Engine 4472, hello to you. Sam's got to go in a bit. Sam Haslam to have his dinner. Well, let us know what you're having, Sam. That sounds real nice. You, me, both. Mayo, what's that, Kelly? I didn't quite catch that. Apologies. XR Kun 42, thank you very much. Could you ruin, or re-un, the WD Austerity 280 with the most militarised train you can assemble? I've done quite a few of those in my time, so that will not be a problem. Thank you very much. Jamie Bowman, thank you to you. Could you run the B12 with some BR Maroon coaches as a tribute to it before its 8-year overhaul? I didn't know that was happening. Oh, that's a shame. So it's not going to be with us for a bit. That's not good news, but it's good that it's getting an overhaul, I suppose. Adam Williams, good evening to you as well. Hope you're doing well. Don't forget, folks, I am doing a giveaway over this series of live streams, just to say a massive thank you to all you wonderful Sam's Trains live supporters. The prizes are going to be 3 sets of custom Sam's Trains models. Third prize is going to be the 2-plank wagon as designed and painted live on the channel. Only one of these exists, as you know. It's completely unique, so it's going out, something special. Second is the Sam's Trains 2021 Christmas wagon, which members can now order if they want. Head over to my community tab to find out how if you're a member. And then first place is 2 sets of Uncle Fredrikson's amazing balancing coaches. First set is the prototype set in the blue. It's the first set I ever made. And then the other set that I'm sending out with it is going to be the Great Western set, which is the newest one I did. And it's all hand painted. So yeah, check out the description for more information, and thank you very much to everybody who's entered already. I'm looking forward to next week when we find out who's going to win them. And thank you so much for all these super chats. I know I've missed a few of them, but they will all be read. They're first come, first served, so the first ones that come will get done during the stream, and then what doesn't get done today will be done next week, so it will all be done. Let's see, £5 for requests. You can just super chat it, and you can have any loco you like, any rolling stock, and you can have your 5 minutes of fame on the channel. And of course all the proceeds go back into the channel to help new videos get funded and to keep the channel alive. So thank you so much for your support. And also, if there are any birthdays in the house around this week, super chat any amount, let me know it's your birthday, and I will play the hellish birthday song. And left over from last week, we have the birthday song from, let's see who it was, A Train Too Far. So A Train Too Far, apologies for missing your birthday song last week, but I'm going to hit everybody with it right now. So A Train Too Far, happy birthday to you for last week.
Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday, happy train birthday. Happy train birthday to you.
There you go. Not seen too much of that this series, so it's nice to have been able to hit you all with that today. Anyway, during the song, thank you to Terence Priestley. I love that idea. Pullman coaches with the Caledonian Pug, that is totally doable. And Boring Talking wants to see the 66XX coal bunker front pulling 3 teaks, and that is totally doable. Matt Edge, Heinous, thank you very much to you. You'd like me to unbox a model from the Czech Republic. Now that is something I've never done, but would be interested in. And thank you, William Babcock. He wants to see the large prairie with some BR maroon coaches, please. Ooh. Which one? I'm guessing the Dapol one would be most suitable with BR coaches. Anyhow, we have some requests ready to go straight away. The first one is from Mayo Hosco, who wanted to see the, oh, this is quite a big request actually, the Green Mallard, 4 Southern coaches, and out of shot we've got an ambulance coach, a Southern luggage van, 6 prime pork vans. So that's a big request. Middle line, we've got Jonathan Barnes, who wanted 2 blue A4s, HST style, with coronation coaches in between them. And then Cobalt Cog wanted to see the Blue Sentinel with some Christmas wagons in reverse. So I tend to run the Sentinel the other way around usually, with the big bonnet at the front. So I've got it going the other way this time, just for a change. So let's see if Mallard is willing to go. Big train, that one. Let's do the HST. Oh, which is derailed. You see, that's a DCC Mallard, and I'm running it on analog, so it's not that happy on analog. And it does scare me slightly because obviously that's a big train, and it could derail and make a mess. So hopefully that won't happen, but I'm going to watch it like a hawk just to make sure. Shining Time 4, thank you very much. Oh, this is a nice request. He wants a double header of Peckets hauling a mixed rake of 4 and 6 wheel coaches. Now that is very, very good. Yeah, that's possible, and I will do it. Thomas Scott said his birthday was on Thanksgiving. Ooh, so you get an extra special Thanksgiving then. Nice. I hope you had a happy birthday. Kelly Ashford Train says no spammers allowed. Yeah, you tell them, Kelly. That's a good point. Mallard not doing so well. I think we need to turn the speed up a little bit because it's going to shake stuff off the track if we don't. That was weird, wasn't it? Yes. Strange one, that. I suppose it's quite an old decoder now by modern standards, so I don't know whether that's doing it, but it should work alright on analog. Here we go. Is this camera working? Hey, I think I might have fixed that camera, which is tempting fate to say, I know, but I said it, so we'll see what happens. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Adam. Ah, the winner of last week's prizes. Wants to see the Manning Wardle pulling a few Midland-based trucks and an LMS brake van. Ooh, thank you very much for your kind support, Adam, and I hope you enjoy all the vehicles. He sent me an email to say that the vehicles had arrived, but he hasn't had a chance to look at them yet, so when he does, he said he's going to send me a picture if he gets time to. So thank you, Adam. I look forward to seeing it. There we go. Well, everything seems alright. The crazy HST train, I mean, it's doing well. It helps that they're two of the same loco, of course, because they run at the same speed and they're not sort of fighting each other all the time, so it's probably quite a good idea, that. Look at that. A4ception. A4s everywhere. Love it. Alrighty. Well, let's get these stopped then. Oh, let's have another look at that one. There you go, there's the big Mayo Express. I suppose trains must carry mayonnaise for sort of shipment reasons, so there must be such a thing as a mayonnaise train, or at least a partially mayonnaise train. I don't know why that needed to be said, but I done said it. Right, let's whip some of this stuff off then while we wait for the other engine, which incidentally I cannot hear coming anymore. Hello? Sentinel? Oh no, it is. I thought it had gone horribly wrong. It's just really slow, bless it. I just caught sight of it going behind the computer desk. So that'll be with us shortly. I'm going to start taking these coaches off. Come on, Sentinel, let's go and see where you got to. Oh, with the Christmas wagons. I think that might be the first official use of the Christmas wagons this year. Yeah, not seen a great deal of them so far, but it's nice to have them out. I mean, we're in December now, so nobody can complain. You know, oh, it's too early for Christmas wagons. No one can say that. Not that it matters. I wouldn't care if they did say that. But yeah, they very much cannot. Right, let's address the title of this stream today then. So, a lot of people have been asking in the chat, what is the Sam'sTrains Psychotic Rampage? Well, the Sam'sTrains Psychotic Rampage was a sketch that me and my sister filmed back in 2019 for my April Fool's stream. You can probably remember the stream. It was just a stream where loads of crazy stuff happened. And you're going to see the Rampage in just a second, so I won't tell you exactly what happens, but it involves some sort of psychedelic meltdown based on trains, right? And it was me and my sister found it really funny. You know, it's just our sense of humour. But I decided that if it went into the April Fool's live stream unannounced, you know, without me explaining what's happening, people might believe that it's true or real and be frightened by it and think that it's, you know, out of taste, shall we say. So I decided to remove it from the stream. It's never been seen, it was removed, and I thought up until about a week or two ago that it had been deleted and that it was lost. But recently, and this is the Mini Train Lover, thank you very much, I'll read that during the Rampage. Recently I discovered that it had not been deleted and it made me laugh again. So I decided I'm going to show it. Now, to be absolutely clear then, this is a sketch, it's not real, and if anybody joins during it, please explain to them that I haven't actually lost my mind. So, without any further ado, I hope you enjoy it. It's coming up straight away. This is the Sam'sTrains Psychotic Rampage.
Sam? Sam? I've got something for you. Where is he? Sam! Oh my god. What's he done? Oh my god. What's happened?
Yes? Did you shout me? Yes? What have you done?
I didn't. It was like this.
Yes, what have you done?
Oh my god. Thomas, stop it! I didn't do it, I just found it like that.
How dare you use my real name? It's Sam.
It's
Sam.
Thomas,
Sam'sTrains.
please just calm down. I found it like that. I just came up to...
I did not find it like this.
I just came up...
Stop using my real name! It's Sam. Sam'sTrains.
I just came up to give you something.
I got something to fix you.
I just get... Oh my god. Thomas, what are you doing? Oh my
I'm
god.
going to fix you, and then I'll fix the engines. Oh, I hope you're ready for this.
Oh my god. going on a rampage. Oh. Oh my God. What is that? Is that
It's the end.
Is that yogurt on your foot?
It doesn't matter what it is.
Thomas,
You
what are you
damage my engines, I'm going to damage you.
What are you doing? Oh my God.
I'm going to damage you.
Please don't.
I'm
I didn't do it, Thomas. I just found it like that, please. Oh my God, what is that? What? British steam of what?
It
What is
doesn't
that?
matter what it is. It doesn't matter what it is.
Please don't. I'm sorry.
You damage my engines. You damage me. How
Please
dare you, man?
Please don't.
This is not funny.
I'm just
Why don't you-
really scared right now. Please don't.
Tell me what happened. Oh. Oh. Oh.
He's gone. That was horrible. Oh my God, there's yogurt all over the floor.
Well, there you go. That was the Sam'sTrains Psychotic Rampage. You can probably tell why I decided not to include it unannounced in that stream now. I think the main problem is that she's such a good actress. I mean, you can see my lips curling throughout the whole thing more or less, but you can believe that she's seriously distressed. People may not actually believe that it was a joke now, actually. Is that a problem? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It is a shame that it was removed from the live stream, so I've showed it now, and I guess you can all enjoy it or not, as the case may be. But we're both fans of sort of the old-fashioned YouTube trends of like freak-out videos and meltdowns, and so that was our own little take on it. So it's good that it's finally been able to get out there after over 2 years of being on the cutting room floor, as it was. Anyway, I saw someone asking for a shout out, but I think I've missed them now. That's annoying. Sorry, I missed it. I saw someone say shout out, please. Alex Dent, thank you very much. That was brutal, he says. It was quite brutal. Yes, it sure was. Let's see. Oh yeah, Anony Cake. There was a few people then that came and joined the stream while that was going on. Apologies. Like I said earlier on, it ain't real. Don't worry. I'm not actually a crazy man. Or am I? That's the big question. That was some found footage material there. Some found footage, was it? I don't know what that means. Let's see. My kind of humour, says Richard Serridge. Good. I'm glad. I hope you enjoyed the presence of the Helgian Tango. That's how you can tell that it was fake, right? Because if I came up here and found the Helgian Tango on the floor damaged, I wouldn't be cross, put it that way. I'd probably be overjoyed. I'd jump for joy. Let's see. Hey Sam, my friend Charlie. Oh, okay. Could you give my friend Charlie at the Steamer Plays a shout out? Yes, I can. E350TB says, Thomas! Oh, see, I get the joke. Yeah, that was the thing as well. We did that as well so that people wouldn't think it was real, but it really didn't do anything to make it less realistic, did it? So, didn't do that. Right, let's do some more requests then, because I do have a lot to do today. Thank you all so much for all the awesome requests. I always love doing them. So, we have, first of all, XR Kun 42, who wanted to see the Coronation Scott service with coaches, so that's what's on the middle line. Then we have George Botterini on the inside line, who wanted to see the J70 with some period coaches. So I think the best I've got pretty much, besides Henrietta maybe, are the teak chloresteries, so that's what we've got. And then Sparky129, I love this idea. Sparky just wanted two 440s, didn't specify which two, just said two 440s with some ocean wagons and box vans. And he said he was really looking forward to seeing what I would choose. So as you can see, I've gone for a Great Western doubleheader. We've got the City class, City of Truro, and the Earl class. So let's get them started and let's see how they get on together. something wrong with the Earl class motor, and it's causing, well, I think it's drawing a lot of current actually, and slowing the train down. But I'm not going to turn it up too much because I think it will recover shortly and then go a bit faster. So we'll keep an eye on it. Like I say, I'm working on. Oh, the J70 stops. It's probably not on the track properly. I'm working on a method of replacing the Bachmann motors, so it's really not that concerning to me anymore when one of them fails, because now I can replace them with much cheaper motors, and it works quite well. Well, it did when I tried it. I haven't fully developed the idea yet, but it should work. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Adam, poor sister, putting her through Helgen like that. Yes, she actually touched a Helgen Loco. Can you believe that? Poor child. There we go. This doesn't seem to be running much faster, does it? As you can see, Truro, though, is trying to haul a bit faster. Yeah, Truro's definitely saying hurry up, and the Earl's not having it. Perhaps he's an old man. I don't know. Yeah, it's the Earl's motor. Always a bit sticky to start. The Coronation Express is going to overtake it. Oh, or it would if one of its coaches hadn't come off. Oh my God. Come on, let's put it back on. I don't know how that happened. I didn't know there was anything the matter with these coaches. I think, folks, it's going to be one of those days. Ah, but it's the snow. Yeah, it's the snow. It's the snow. Yeah, as you'll notice, there's been a light dusting of snow on the railway since you last came and joined me, and some of it has just interfered with the Coronation train. That's weird. I wonder why that didn't happen on the first run. That is weird. Still, it's out the way now. The snow ploughs have been, so hopefully the next time the Coronation comes, it will not derail. That's the idea. Fingers crossed. There it goes. Ah, this camera, I'm happy about this camera working properly again. Again, tempting fate, I know, but I'm thinking it really is okay now, so I can tempt fate all I like. There we go. Coronation, no, the double headers are doing okay. Okay, and there is yet another request for this round, and for this I'm going to have to tilt one of the cameras up a touch. No, I think a little bit more is needed. There we go. So this request comes from Bubba Zanetti. I think that's how you say his name. I'm sorry, Bubba, if that's incorrect. But they wanted to see something in O-gauge, the 14XX with the auto coach. So let's drive that up and down a bit for you. I know this is a bit naff. My dream is to have a proper circuit of O-gauge track. I don't think it's really possible in this room, unfortunately, because there are doors and entrances and eaves that would be in the way, and I store lots of my rolling stock over on the opposite side of the room, so I just couldn't have this track going all the way around. But one day, it's something I really would like to do. But Bubba, I'm glad you're the first person to request anything O-gauge in absolutely ages, so thank you for that. And I hope you enjoyed seeing the 14XX stretch its legs. I haven't run anything in O-gauge for a long time, so that's pretty cool. Thank you very much for that. I bet the O-gauge requests are going to come flooding in now, but that's all right. I don't mind. O-gauge is what do they say? O-gauge or no gauge? Well, I can't endorse that statement because obviously I'm a double O-gauge man through and through, but I do like O-gauge, and I can see why people would say that. Now, I've stopped the Earl and the City because there was a big puff of smoke that just came out of the Earl. Not a good sign. Oh, and it smells as well. Yeah, it smells like an ashtray. I guess that motor swap is going to happen sooner rather than later then, folks, I would imagine. And that super chat was from Vlad Kopetti, who wanted, again, the Adams O2. Vlad, you insist on torturing me. You have seen the previous time I did it, haven't you, Vlad? Because I know you've asked for that quite a few times. I haven't just not done it. It has been done. In fact, you might not have seen it the last time you requested it, because I haven't showed the pre-recorded requests from last week yet. So, yeah, don't worry, Vlad. You don't have to send multiple requests for the same thing. Only pay once, otherwise you get ripped off. They will all get done. It's just sometimes I do them on the following stream, just because there's so many requests. Okay, so speaking of requests then, let's do some catch up from last week. These are the requests, really lovely requests that I got from the last stream. So if you made one then, you're probably going to see it now. Here they come. The first request is a really nice one. It comes from Mega Train Lover, so thank you very much to you. You asked for the J50, which is a loco that is not often run on the request, so it's really nice to see that one running again with a short mixed freight train with a brake van. So we've got a few tankers, a few open wagons, box vans, and of course the LNER brake van on the back. So Mega Train Lover, awesome request. Thank you for the support. There you go. Then we have a crazy one. I'm not actually sure how this one's going to go, but it comes from XRCon42, who asks again for something that hasn't been requested in a little while. It is the absolute monster 2 tender schools class, and XRCon wanted to see every Southern coach I own. So I've checked over all my shelves. I think this is all of them, or basically all of them. And yeah, it's quite an incredible train, isn't it, actually? A massive Southern Express. Looks like it's got everyone in London on it or something. But yeah, cool idea, XRCon42. Thank you to you. Oh, it's struggling, folks. Give it a little more power. It doesn't like it. I think we're right at the limits. Still going, though. There we go, it's accelerating now. So yes, it can be done. That's now at 60%, and it's probably going to be going dangerously fast now. And then on the inside line, we've got a slightly more normal idea from Jason Biggs. Thank you so much, Jason. You asked for the West Country and the Merchant Navy class double heading, which is a beautiful combination. 2 of Bullied's greatest designs ever, of course, together on one train with some BR Mark 1s behind them. So I've got some of my sort of chocolate and cream BR coaches behind them. So thank you very much, you three, for the awesome requests. Let's move on. Well, I tell you what, we're going to be making good use of that mixed freight train today, because by Co-Captain Blues Gaming's request, we have the Bachmann Henry now hauling the mixed freight train, going in the opposite direction though. So perhaps the J50 took it one way, and now Henry's taking it back, maybe even back to Sodor, who knows. But yeah, Co-Captain Blues Gaming sent in a massive super chat last week, so thank you, an extra special thank you to you. And there was more in your request, and so that's going to be coming up in just a moment. But then next, an even crazier request from Crouching Tiger Hidden Adam, whose request actually won, well, I chose it as the best request of last episode, for its sheer craziness. So we have the El Cheapo Lima locomotive, the single wheel balancing coaches, egg vans, and the Underground Ernie train HST style. So this is making me nervous, right, because I'm giving these coaches away. So if Underground Ernie or the El Cheapo loco causes them to derail and destroy them, I've got some repairs to make. So hopefully nothing's going to go horribly wrong with those. But then we've got a simpler one on the inside line, but one again that doesn't get asked for that often. It comes from Lex G, who wants to see the Intercity 125. And they also said they were dead excited for the stream as well. So thank you. I'm glad the streams bring you some excitement. But yeah, lovely to see the 125. I don't really have many proper coaches for it at all, so there is a slightly improper coach in the rake there. But either way, the train is running, so hopefully that's all right. So to Co-Captain Blues Gaming, Crouching Tiger Hidden Adam, and Lex G, thank you so much for the support, and I hope you liked your requests. So now the freight train is returning, but this time with incredibly overkill motive power hauling it. So we've got a request from Shining Time 4, who wanted to see a double header with any 2 diesels, 10 trucks, and a brake van. So I've gone with what I think are 2 of my best running diesels. We've got the Peak and the Class 37. I do love those 2. So even though the freight train is perhaps a little bit small for 2 massive diesels, it's a nice pairing, I think. So thank you, Shining Time 4, for the opportunity for doing that. And then the final 2 requests for this segment, at least, are really nice and simple ones. So the next one, once again, comes from Co-Captain Blues Gaming, who very simply wanted to see the LNER B12 with teak coaches. Doesn't get a lot more elegant than that, so thank you very much, Co-Captain Blues Gaming. Sometimes these simpler requests can be the most enjoyable, This one certainly is lovely. So yeah, that's a great one. And Co-Captain also, as part of his big request that he sent in, wanted to see the Blue King class with 6 to 8 Pullmans. And once again, that is just beautiful in its simplicity, isn't it? I think they were saying, I think it probably was Co-Captain Blue that was saying last week, there are few things greater than seeing the BR Blue King class with the very lovely looking Pullman coaches, and I agree, yeah, it's a great combination. So Co-Captain Blues Gaming and Shining Time 4, thank you very much for the awesome ideas there, and we'll be back with more requests later on in the show. There you go, folks, and still they keep coming. There is no end to fantastic requests, is there? It's just all these combinations. I suppose in theory, if you think about it mathematically, with all these different locos and all this different rolling stock, there is effectively an endless number of combinations, isn't there, really? So I am surprised at how many great combinations keep popping up, but yeah, I guess there are a lot to get through, aren't there? And also I've got a terrible memory, so I suppose if some have happened a few years ago, I might forget about them. Anyway, welcome back, or welcome for the first time if you've only just joined. Still lots more to come, lots more trains to run. I'm going to be showing your artwork, so stay tuned for that. But up next, we've got a friend who's coming to join us. He's been shopping on AliExpress again. I'm sure you can guess who he is. His name, of course, is El Cheapo.
I search for cheap trains, sometimes I review. It's apparently El Cheapo.
Thank you very much, Sam. Yes, indeed, it is I, everybody's friend El Cheapo. And I apologise today because it is not a train that we are looking at, but rather an accessory for a model railway layout. So, to stab a hole through the tension that is built during my little suspense-filled intro, I will reveal that I have bought some model cars with 12-volt LEDs, plastic car, railway/railroad/train, building, scenery, ute, set, model, HO/N, 1 to 75, 1 to 87, 1 to 150. Those are quite different scales, and I actually have no idea whatsoever what scale we've got. Is it N? Is it HO? The two are not really interchangeable. It can only be one or the other. So I think, it's a long time since I ordered these, but I ordered 3, I think. Charged it to Sam's account, of course. And yeah, I assume this is what's inside. So, Chinese lettering on the box, so this is definitely something from China. Let's see. Now, I thought it would be obvious from opening the box whether or not they're HO or N scale. I can't tell. I cannot tell. Right, I think they are HO. So, how much did I actually pay for these? That's what I need to find out. $1.30. $1.30 each. So for that we've got a plastic car. It does say plastic, so they're not die cast or anything, with LEDs as well. So let's take a look at what we've got here. I guess I'll show it while it's still in its packaging. Yeah, perhaps that's what Sam would rather me do. There you go. It looks all right. I mean, for $1, that's not bad. To say it's got lights in it. What does this say? Funtrying.com. We had fun trying, but the end result was absolute rubbish, I'm afraid. Yeah, that's not so good. Fun trying art and craft. Yeah, it doesn't fill you in with much confidence, does it? We had fun trying, and that's what we'll name our company. That's what I ought to call my range of models. Okay. So, wires, fairly long wires. Which, imagine if that was to scale, that would be like many meters into the ground. But no, that's good. That means that you've got a fair amount of wire to work with, and the wire comes right out the bottom of the vehicle, so you can put it through a hole in the baseboard, and then the vehicle would sit on it. Speaking of the vehicle, let's take a closer look. I mean, it looks like it's been in a crash of some sort, or perhaps a grandma sort of walked out with the shopping in the middle of the road and it swerved. And that happened. Yeah, I mean, it's not a quality vehicle. I'm not really sure that there's another one. Oh no, that's not the LED, is it? No. The LEDs are in the holes on either side. Yeah, so this would not be something you'd want to put at the forefront of your layout. This is definitely something for the back scene, you know, where people can't see it quite so well. That wheel rim's a bit scuffed. It's obviously hit the curb. So whoever drives this thing ain't too good at doing so. Let's put it that way. And the wheels, they don't go around. Oh, they're just part of the body, unfortunately. So there's one. That's Gold Car, a little chavmobile for everybody there. That's going to get memed. Now let's have a look at the second one. My question is, are they all the same design? Because obviously in the real world, you might not know this if you don't go outside like me. That's not true, by the way. All cars are not identical, so it would be good if some of these were a little different. I can't tell though, let's see. Nope, they're not identical. They're similar, but they're not identical. So that's pretty awesome, actually. Yeah. No, they're not actually. No, they're not even similar, I would say. Completely different designs. Alright, so that's cool. So we've got Chavmobile and Grandpa-mobile, let's say. And let's see what the final mobile is like. Oh, badass mobile, no doubt. In fact, my friend Jack from Hatton's, your car looks like this. I've probably just mortally offended him, actually. Nobody tell him I've said that. Let's have a look at it first. Okay, no, it doesn't look quite like Jack's car. He's very proud of his car, you should know. No, okay, alright, I'll take it back. It's not too much like Jack's car. It doesn't have any big scratches on the side. The scratches seem to be in similar places on each of these vehicles. No, I like the headlights, though. You've got that sort of slightly chavvy yellow tinge to them there, which is alright, I suppose. E350TB, thank you very much. A random idea. How about some Pullmans behind that purple A4 or other purple engine? Call it the Lumity Express. Some people will get it, okay? Well, let's see if anyone does get that reference then. Alright, so I think this is the nicer of the vehicles. So what I will do is dip the lights. Oh, Sam won't like this. El Cheapo's messing with the electrics. This is how you die. Ooh, spooky. And I will grab my 9-volt battery. And these are designed for 12 volts, so 9-volt might not like them. I think it will. And let's see what happens here. So I'm going to put this down on the table. Get it in focus, and then I'll fiddle with the contacts and try and get it to light. The car's flipped over on its side. Yeah, they're very light. They will need fixing down. But hopefully you can just about see that. I'm not getting anything. Oh yes I am. Now can I hold that on there? Yes. Right. Do you know what? This is quite impressive. For less than $2, I did not realise they were going to have rear lights as well. How awesome is that? That is actually very cool. Yeah. They're not overly bright. I must say they're quite bright. If I show you them from that sort of angle, not overly so. Let me... there you go. That gives you a better idea of the brightness. Pretty good. Pretty good. I thought these looked rubbish, to be honest, when I first got them out. But the lights, yeah, the lights have changed my mind on that. Let's have one more. Let's look at the Granny's car, and then we'll move on, because I know this won't be for everyone. No. There we go. Oh, okay, so cool white LEDs in the front, which is not quite realistic, but I suppose some cars have cool white. I prefer warm, I suppose, but cool works. The thing is with cool, it's rather a modern thing, so if you're modelling anything besides the modern era, it's not going to look right, and certainly not every car has cool white LEDs like that. But yeah, the red on the back is great. Yeah, it looks really good. Well, thank you very, very much, everybody, for that. Yet again, rubbish I bought from AliExpress has turned out decent. It's quite shocking how often that happens, so that's pretty cool. Now, I realise it's a little bit creepy, me sitting here in the dark like this. Anyone who arrives from this point on will wonder what on earth is happening, so I'll go and fetch Sam back. He's going to wonder what's going on for a start. Let's clear up some of my rubbish for him. And thank you so much for your hospitality. I will be back next week for one final appearance. It's been your old hat and old pal, El Cheapo. Goodbye, folks. Goodbye. Have a splendid El Cheapo weekend. Or perhaps not an El Cheapo. Just have a splendid weekend. I'm going to stop waffling now. Bye.
I found the cheap train and I did review. It's apparently El Cheapo.
Yes, well done, El Cheapo. That was pretty darn good. $1.30. Yes, I don't regret you making that purchase at all. Not sure if they'll go on my layout or not. Maybe I could. I have got a 12-volt system underneath the layout, so maybe El Cheapo's bought something worth buying for a change, although the rolling road was definitely great. I've used that already. Right, let's do some more requests then, because there are some awesome ones still to do. Now, a 2020 Vision wanted to see the Alco 260 locomotive with the Disneyland coaches. That was it. But I tried the Alco 260 while I was setting up the stream, and unfortunately it doesn't work on DC, on analog. I think I did know that, but I'd forgotten. So instead I've gone with another American 260. It is the Camelback. Hopefully a 2020, that's okay. But I have put the Disneyland coaches on. Whether I put them on properly is another thing. I think possibly. So that's all right. Then we have Sparky129, who wanted to see the J70 and the Terrier with some LBSC coaches and teak coaches. And right now, I seem to have forgotten to put the Terrier on, so I'll have to rectify that. And then we had another request from Aussie Loco. This is quite cool. Aussie Loco wanted to see both of my 3D printed locos with as much of my 3D printed rolling stock as they can handle. So I've got all of the freight wagons I currently have in my drawer on there. They have had to go HST style though, because weirdly I didn't engineer any front couplings into either loco, so it's had to be it's had to be strictly HST style. Sorry, I've just gone to look for the Terrier and I can't see it. Okay, I've got one. Wow, some super chats have just come in. That was EdFlame4291. Thank you very much. Have you got a Class W1 coming to the channel for review? Also, can you run a crab class with a mixed freight train, please? Yes, absolutely. The W1, I have got one coming, but goodness knows when it's going to arrive. I don't know which versions are coming into stock when, but yeah, eventually there will be a W1 reviewed by the channel, hopefully. XRCon42, could you run an H1 Atlantic with Pullmans? Have you considered doing a 2-tender supercharge with a Pacific or a 9F? That's an interesting idea. Yeah, that could be fun. And then we have NWR Jasper Willow Wolf. Did you forget my last request on a D16 last week? I didn't forget, but they are $5, Jasper and Willow Wolf, and I think you might have just sent 2. So yeah, if you keep sending 2, I will make it up to 5 eventually, and then I'll do one of them for you. But yeah, thank you for the support. And also Adam Williams says it's his son's birthday, so that means the birthday song is to return. What's your son's name, Adam? Maybe he doesn't want to tell. Anyway, little son Williams, this is for you. Happy birthday.
Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday, happy train birthday. Happy train birthday to you.
Okay, as if by magic, the Terrier has now arrived on the front of the train. So yeah, apologies for the delay, but let's get on to these. After that, let's move on as quickly as possible from the birthday song, shall we? Right, I think we're going to run this way then, because my Manning Wardle is quite a bit faster than the 440, and I don't want to damage that loco. I know it's nothing much of value, but it's kind of got sentimental value to me, so I don't want to see it destroyed if possible. But as you can see, yeah, they're not the greatest pullers in the world, but they can handle my entire 3D printed freight train. without too much of a faff. And let's see how the Camelback is getting on with the Disneyland coaches. Now, if I went to a theme park and could have a ride on something like that, I'd be a happy chappy indeed, wouldn't you? Yeah, that's something awesome. I'd love to do that. Now, where is other consist? Can anybody see it? Oh, there it is. What's happened? I imagine something's stopped on the points. No, it's the J70 off again. That's weird. It seems to have done that twice now. Did I knock it off the track when I put the Terrier on? Let's keep an eye on that one, folks. Anyway, though, nice pairing, actually. Very, very nice pairing there from, let's see, Sparky129. Yeah, real nice pairing. It's not something that would have occurred to me, I don't think, to have tried before. So, yeah, that's a nice one. And I do like all the HST requests. I mean, this one wasn't technically an HST request when it came in, but that's how I've had to do it. Oh, look at that. I just love that theme park train. Just believe it was on the Tweetsy Railroad or something, couldn't you? Love it. There goes the 3D printed freight. Awesome. So thank you, folks, for those. They were very, very cool, as always. Let's stop the... In fact, no, let's let that double header go around once more, just to see if that J70 is playing silly buggers. Oh, seems okay. Fair enough. Don't know what the deal is with that then. Fabri Trueno, oh, nice to hear from you again. Hope you're doing okay. Says, my favourite tank engines are the J50 and the E2. Could you run both with some fancy coaches, please? Why not? Yes. Thank you very much, Fabri, for the support. I appreciate it. All right. Kai Binch. Sam, did you forget my request? No, I didn't. I think the one you know. I think I know the one you mean, rather. And there is still another load of pre-recorded requests to show. So don't worry, they will be done. Just waiting for the 3D printed lot. Here they come. There you go. Well, I have to say, I mean, that was a bit of a challenging formation with the 3D printed stuff, wasn't it? You know, HST style, it's not the safest thing in the world. To say that entire train is my design with my couplings and that, I'm quite impressed that they haven't failed, to be honest, that nothing's derailed, nothing's come out of place. It's not bad, is it? It's not too bad. I'm quite pleased about that. Then we've got Simply Takuma, Stepney and Toby in real life double header. That is cool, no problem. Yeah, if you want to send the equivalent of £5, I will do it. And same to you, not a train driver. Could you do 60103 with some Crimson Mark 1 or 2s, please? That sounds lovely. Yes. Yep, you want to send a £5 in to have that done? I will certainly do that for you. Right, let's do some Wall of Fame stuff then. So if you want to have a picture up on the wall, I should call it Wall of Train these days, actually, because it is the Wall of Train that we're doing now. Just email it to me, Sam'sTrains@outlook.com, and I'll put it up on the wall. Only one picture each, though, otherwise it will fill up too quickly. So the first one comes from Katie Lewis. Oh, got a bit of a wiry mess in the way, a bird's nest. But there you go, just about see it. Don't recognise exactly what class that is, but it's one of these sort of classic American-looking diesels, isn't it? Which is awesome. Ed Flame 4291, shouldn't be too long now. I'm expecting my nameplate Battleship Grey version of the 111 next week. Also my 23rd birthday tomorrow. Oh wow, well you know what that means then. Birthday song coming up just after this. But Ed Flame, thank you very much for the support there, and enjoy the Hush Hush. Do let me know how it is when you get it. D8 sent in this one. I recognise that logo, of course. That is the lovely Dean Goods. Do like that. Yu Yan, thank you for joining. I hope you enjoy being a member. Thank you very much. Member for 21 months. Oh, it says become a member. I think that's a mistake. It's just a message. Could you please run a train? Yes, Yu Yan, I will be running a train. Don't worry about that. But yeah, D8, thank you for the photo of the lovely Dean Goods. Now, you won't believe this. Picture from LSP. Now, you tell me that doesn't look like a real scenario. I looked at that, I thought, why has he sent me a picture of a bus with a chap in the boot? And then I looked closer and thought, oh my God, it's a model. And we have got a bit of a train in the background there. Doesn't that look amazing? Just everything in scale. It just really, really works. I don't know why does that work in so many other model layouts and that don't? I don't know. It's just very, very realistic looking, so that impressed me. That was an unexpected surprise. Then Felix V sent in this. Look at that. I love the black and white on there. It looks really, really cool, does that. So yeah, thank you Felix, appreciate it. Then we have Daniel H who sent in this. I believe this is a 3D printed narrow gauge project that he undertook. It looks pretty darn good. I really don't know how you go about designing and printing or building or whatever it is a loco that tiny. Yeah, that is something beyond me, I reckon. But yes, well done, Daniel, and keep us up to date on your future projects. I'd love to see them. Oh, that might not have been the 3D printed one, but it's either way, it's custom built. This one was 3D printed though. It comes from Stephen J, and he did put his thumb in the shot to show just how tiny this loco is. So we're talking about twice the width of a human thumb, an average sized thumb by the looks of it. That is impressive. Yeah, love it. I love the weird looking sort of tank there, slash boiler. Yeah, it's a very cool design, and something that Stephen no doubt is very proud to own. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you for sharing that. Alfonso Pulse, could you run all your BR Heritage DMUs in convoy? Ooh, DMUs do seem a little bit neglected. That is true. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you very much. I'll do as many as my controller can sustain. How about that? Don't want to blow it up. Anyway, we've got our last one from Mitchell. Let's get in close. The wires are getting in my way. Anyway, look at that for a loco. That puts the little packets in the shade, doesn't it? So yeah, Mitchell D, thank you very much for that. That is definitely going to be an eye-catching piece on the Wall of Fame, no doubt. All right, so thank you very much, folks. They were the Wall of Fame images for this week. Wall of Train. Need to keep remembering that. And very soon they're going to be up in front of me here. And you can't see it, but I would say it's about a third full now. So we're getting close. This one's completely full. That one's a third full. So I really don't know what we're going to do when it's full. But I'll tell you what we're going to do right now. More requests. So these are the remaining ones left over from last week. So here we go. Hope you enjoy them. So the next one is a little bit more involved. It comes from Toad the Brake Van. I don't know if it's the real Toad from Sodor or just someone calling themselves that. I think it's the real Toad, but I'm not sure. They wanted to see the Q1 with some coaches and trucks, so that's what's going on over there. You'll see that better in just a second. And then they asked for an ROD loco pushing the railgun in front. Well, first of all, the railgun is going to derail if I try to push it. I think that's a definite. So I've got the ROD loco pulling it instead, and I don't think they meant that I should couple them together, so maybe the railgun is sort of guarding the Q1's train or something, I don't know. Perhaps I shouldn't then have pointed the cannon at the Q1, but oh well. Let's see how it goes. I'm hoping the Dean Goods here will be faster than the Q1, so the Q1 shouldn't just ram straight into the railgun and cause it to go off and killing everyone involved. So let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty much like what's going to happen. Fingers crossed anyway. Yeah, look at that. They're actually, I would have said the Dean Good was much faster than the Q1, but it's not that far ahead, and the Q1 seems to be more lively than usual today. So actually they're doing their job of sticking together reasonably well, I think. So there you have it, folks. Yeah, I really like that one. Quite a common thing to see under austerity in the Second World War. Perhaps not so much the railgun in the Second World War, but certainly the Q1 with its mixture of freight and passenger rolling stock. Yeah, it will have happened, no doubt. Up next we have a request from Captain Crunch, who wanted to see a double header of the C1 and B12. Now this is a lovely idea, but my Bachmann C1 is not doing so well these days. I tell you, it's those Bachmann 3-pole motors, not good. They don't seem to last all that long. I'm not saying it's going to fail, but they do seem to slow down, and it makes double heading quite difficult after not that long, really. But they still look lovely, and hopefully after a few laps it will get a bit better. And my choice of coaches, said old Captain Crunch, so I've gone with the LNER Teaks, which I think is definitely the obvious choice for those two, isn't it? So Captain Crunch, thank you to you. And then this is one that I can definitely get behind. This comes from Aussie Loco, who wanted to see the Midland 1P with the LMS compound. So I've put the two maroon 440s, Midland, LMS, whatever you want to call them, together. because I've never actually double-headed those together since getting the maroon Bachmann 440. So that is quite the pairing, and Aussie Loco asked for matching coaches, so I've gone with the Pullmans again, because any Loco matches Pullmans. Even a modern diesel will look alright with Pullmans. So there we go, Toad the Brake Van, thank you for your cool idea, Captain Crunch and also Aussie Loco. Great requests all round. And as we come to the final round now, once again, as I often like to do, we are going to gear down a little bit and have something a little bit simpler, a little bit nicer. Well, perhaps not nicer, that's a bit insulting to everyone else, isn't it? But yeah, something a little bit lower key, let's say. So we have Kai Binch, who wanted this, the Peckett. I've gone for the lovely centenary silver grey Peckett, whatever you want to call it, with 5 wagons of my choice. So Kai Binch, beautiful little request there. Always a pleasure to get the Peckett out and seeing it run around the tracks, getting a chance to stretch its legs a bit. So appreciate it, Kai. Thanks for the support. Then, this is a crazy one, another really nice William Babcock request. Now, he's still sending in his tricky, nasty requests, but he is slipping in a few nicer ones as well. So thank you, William, once again. You wanted to see the maroon LMS compound with a mix of Pullman coaches and LMS coaches, which I'm only too happy to do. Yeah, last round, my fill of LMS compounds was not quite satisfied, so now I've got another, well, I've got the Bachmann one, which is the better of the two, obviously, running yet again with the Pullmans and the LMS coaches, so that's lovely. Thank you very much, William Babcock. And then last but not least, it is the beautiful return of the Atlantic, which does run better on its own, I find, with my choice of coaches. So I've gone with LNER coaches, and it was Polar Pendleton who asked for that one. So Polar Pendleton, thank you so much. It's been great to see the Atlantics running today. The pre-grouping locos have been awesome, particularly the compounds. Really love seeing those running. Yeah, some very, very nice requests indeed. Kai Binch, William Babcock, Polar Pendleton, thank you so much for yours. Let's now go back to the live show. There you go then, folks, some awesome, awesome requests. So there, hopefully, I've been charging around again. Yeah, hopefully everybody that got one, made one, requested last week should have had it done now. If not, email me and I'll sort it out. Right, do you have an LNER P1 model, says Shadowball X? Not to my knowledge, does such a thing exist? I know about the P2s, and I do have one of those. I have 2 of those. But yeah, not a P1, not sure about that. Let's see. When will be the LMS running session? Says Edward Vincent Briones. You mean the Big 4 ones that I've been doing? Very soon. In fact, it's weird you should mention that because I've just edited the thumbnail for it today, literally just today. So that's a bit spooky. But yeah, soon. It's coming before Christmas, before the end of the year. So you will see it. The Standard 406, hello to you. Tank Engine 75, Cream MC says nice. Ethan1954 says hello. Colton Malone, hello to you as well. Beaglington on C, thank you very much. Oh, they want to see Busy Bee James and the Christmas wagons with the 3D printed brake bogey coaches. If you did a break. Yeah, I did a break. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, Beaglington. Thank you very, very much. Alex Dent says it's a brilliant request. Well, they're all brilliant. I don't know which one you mean, but they're all pretty good. Do you own the wagon named after me, says John Delaney. John Delaney. I'm pretty sure I do. Yes, it's one of the Hornby Open wagons, isn't it? That's weird. Maybe I should go and check. I feel like I do, but I'm not sure. I'm sure it seems to ring a bell. Oh, maybe I'm thinking of J.L. Davis. Yeah, I don't know. Is there such a thing then? Have you just awoken like a false memory inside me? I've got John Facer, unless if that used to be your name or something. Yeah, well, we've got a John. We've got a few Johns in there, that's for sure. But yeah, I didn't see one with your second name as well. Is there such a thing, John? I'd be interested to know. I'm guessing you've got one, if such a thing exists. Anyway, let's move on. Let's do the final round of requests. So we have Michael Z, who wanted the Black 5 with a Class 45 hauling a goods train. So let's do that. Hopefully those two locos will actually work well together, hopefully. And then we have William Town on the inside line, who wanted to see the rebuilt Merchant Navy, so not the streamlined or air-smooth one for a change. So we've got good old Canadian Pacific on there. With Pullman coaches, he wanted me to call that the Yuletide Express, so that was the Yuletide Express. Then we have Mark 7188, who wanted to see my two favourite tank engines with freight. So I've gone with the Hornby M7 and the Bachmann E1. Not necessarily my favourites, but they are definitely two of my favourites. And it's something, I tried to go with something that I've not ever done before. So I think I've succeeded. Pretty sure I've never had cause to double head those together before. So yeah, pretty nice. Thank you for the opportunity to choose. I like that one, Mark, thank you. So let me go through and thank all of my super chats. As I said earlier on, if there are any that I haven't read out properly because I was doing something else, don't worry, if it was a request, I will see it and I will do it next week. And if it was just a message, I apologise again for not reading it live, but I will certainly read it afterwards. XRCun42, could you run Oliver and Douglas double heading with an auto coach and a towed brake van? Douglas running in front and tender first. I sure can, XRCun. Thank you very, very much. Right. Let me thank some super chatties then from today. So we have Colin Wykes, who quite often sends a very, very generous super chat before the stream. So thank you, Colin. You know how much I appreciate it. George Botterini, Sparky129, A2020 Vision, Aussie Loco, Mike LZ, I don't know. Thank you though, Mike L. Bubba Zanetti, thank you to you. William Town, Mark 7188, Sideways 66779. Again, sorry if I got yours wrong, Sideways. It is just a bit of a flap sometimes getting these requests on and off in a reasonable amount of time. E350TB, thank you to you. Mayo Hosco, I always appreciate yours, you know that. Kelly Ashford, thank you for yours. I'm looking forward to doing that. Mega Train Lover, we have NWR, Jasper and Willow Wolf. Air Knight, XRCun42, Jamie Bowman, Kelly Ashford Trains, AZ Rail, evening to you, AZ Rail, Terence Priestley, Boring Talking, Matt Age, Heinous, William Babcock, Shining Time 4, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Adam, thank you to you, The Mini Train Lover, we have Laserjet 899 Overshoots, who wants the birthday song, and it was birthday last month, that's no problem, Alex Dent, William Town, E350TB, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Adam again, Vlad Capetti, E350TB again, Adam Williams, I'm pretty sure I did the birthday song for your birthday, for your son's birthday, but happy birthday to your son. And then we have Ed Flame 4291, Fabri Trueno, Simply Takuma, Not a Train Driver, Ed Flame 4291 again, Alfonso De Puce, Biglington on Sea, and I'm pretty sure there was somebody else I owed a birthday song to. That's why I'm fluffing some of my lines here, as it were. Let me just have a little search. Ah, there we go. It was Ed Flame 4291, whose 23rd birthday is tomorrow, and then the Laserjet 899 Overshoots, whose birthday was last month. So we'd better do that, hadn't we, folks? So everybody, happy birthday in the chat. Let's wish them a very, very happy birthday.
Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday, happy train birthday. Happy train birthday to you.
There you go, folks. Happy birthday to you guys. Hope you had and have a great day tomorrow and last month, respectively. Well, thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Sam's Trains Live, folks. I hope you really, really enjoyed it. Don't forget to tune in next week at 5 PM, same day, same place, for the final episode of the series. That's a shame, but it was fun. It's been a fun series. We've got another episode of Train Time coming up next week, the final episode of El Cheapo of the year, and some festivities. I might even dig out a Christmas jumper. We'll wait and see. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Have a great weekend, and I will see you very, very soon. All right, cheers, everybody. Take care. Hey folks, thank you all very, very much for tuning in for another episode of Sam's Trains Live. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with another episode very, very soon, but in the meantime, please enjoy the videos that I'll be posting on my channel. Till then, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks again for your support, folks, and take care of yourselves.